gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Where's My Sock? I'm your host, Mr. E, and thank you for coming back for episode 2, Research. What about research do you need to know? I'm sorry, wait, did y'all hear that in it? Oh, that's right, your boy did a little research and figured out how to do some background music on the pod. Now, what's up? What's good? Oh, I'm so loving this progress right now. I'm loving this journey I'm on right now, guys. I'm having too much fun with this stuff. In fact, I'm having so much fun. I've been sitting on that clip for I don't even know how long. Oh my gosh. I know you guys are probably thinking, dang, this man dropped one episode and ain't dropped another ever since. I haven't. You're right. My apologies, folks. And I'm going to apologize for how clippy this thing is going to sound because boy, have I not been on top of my job. I messed around and got back in my own way. Yeah, it's a little reference back to episode 1. You should go check that out if you haven't already. Where's My Sock? Spotify, and wherever else you may hear podcasts. So, let's get back into it, folks. I'm out of my way. I'm back into it. And for this episode, I'm going to be Professor E, not Mr. E. Yes, Professor E. Why? Because class is in session. I need to bring you guys up to speed on everything that I've been researching recently. And one of the things I want to get into first is microphones. Myself personally, I use a Blue Yeti Nano. The Blue Yeti Nano is very efficient, cost efficient, and as you can hear from me speaking right now, gets the job done. I currently have it in the Omni mode, which isn't ideal for recording when it's just yourself because it picks up a lot of ambient noises in the background. So when I redo this right now, I'm going to have to switch over to cardioid, which is more direct. It singles into just one thing. That makes sense? So it doesn't pick up as many ambient noises. I was trying to avoid that click that you guys just heard, but I'm sure you haven't heard it because that was me clicking over to cardioid. And you should hear a difference. And speaking of hearing a difference, I do want to show you guys another microphone that I thought I was going to use, and I still could, but ultimately, I think the Blue Yeti was a better choice. So, hang tight right here while I plug in my microphone test from the Blue Yeti Nano compared to a Konami mic that came with Rock Band, Garage Band, whatever it may have been. Some video game back in the day when I was a child. So yeah, hang tight, folks, and you're going to hear the difference right about now. This is the test with the Konami mic. Mic that you might get with a GarageBand, Rock Hero, something like that with a video game. I'm just going to stay stationary here, and I'm going to move the mic around to let you guys hear the difference. This is me with my arm fully extended in front of me. My arm fully extended to the left. And as I pass the mic to my right hand, this is my arm fully extended to the right side. And moving closer to me, and as you should see, able to see, I am right on my mic, and it should sound not too bad. One thing I'm finding out with this Konami mic is if you have it right in front of you like it should be, it can get the job done at a pretty good sounding rate. I mean, I don't know how professional it sounds, but it doesn't sound bad to me. So yeah, as long as you're close to these mics, you can get away with it, but I would still highly recommend getting something above the level of an accessory that comes along with the video game. Now this is me doing the test with the Blue Yeti. I'm going to do the same thing. Right now it's right in front of me, and I'm slowly putting it all the way out in front of me. Arm fully extended. I can see that there's a difference from the wavelength, much like the Konami. And as I slide over to the left, full arm fully extended, I'm looking like, yeah, you can definitely tell there's a difference in distance in how I sound. I'm a lot quieter, but I expect that because I'm not close to the mic. Now switching arms, going fully extended to the right side. Doesn't look like there's much of a difference. Still seem like I'm going to be quiet, but as I should be. And now coming back to center, I can see that it's a lot louder, and it will more than likely sound a lot better as well. One other quick test while I have this going on is I have that in cardioid mode, and now I'm going to switch it over to Omni. With Omni, I should be picking up a lot more noise. So I kind of want to test out the Omni with my arm extended all the way out just to see if it's going to pick up my voice any better with the distance in between me and the mic, putting it into that Omni mode. And the whole time I've been speaking this time around, I've had my arm stretched out all the way, but continuously moving it from my left to my right. And that was the mic check, ladies and gentlemen. So you can hear the difference between your not so expensive mics and once you start spending a little bit more money. Again, I'll reiterate, I personally recommend this Blue Yeti Nano, like I'm using. And just a few other things I forgot to throw in that I'm using to help my audio quality are a pop filter or windshield that goes on top of your mic to help with those P's and B's so they don't hit as harsh against the mic. And also I grabbed a control arm so I can have my mic in the position right where I need it so I can make sure that every time I speak, I got the noise that I would like. Now, moving on to the next object on our syllabus here in class, we're going to move on to hardware. So the hardware that we're using is going to be the Galaxy Tab S7 FE. It's a nice size, runs on Android platform, so as long as you're familiar with that, you should have no problem navigating on here. One of the things you do want to make sure that you pay attention to though is it has one USB-C port, and that's it. The Blue Yeti mic that I'm recommending you all use is a USB plug-in mic. So you're going to want to make sure you get an adapter, one of those USB to USB-C converters, so that way you can plug your mic into your tablet if you decide to go that route. If you guys are above me, got yourself a laptop, you're way ahead of the game. Good job. You're right where you need to be. Next up now is going to be using the software to actually record your said podcast. Personally, I use BandLab. BandLab is a lot easier for me to navigate on to edit my audio, also to make my music, intro music, the music that's in the background right now, all of that stuff. I did all of that on BandLab, and I feel as if it's a lot easier to use than the other recording apps that are out there. If you have something else that you are more familiar with and more comfortable, that is just fine. Just anything that you can navigate well in is what you're going to need to pre-record your audio before you upload it to the next app we're getting into, which is Anchor. Anchor is the platform where you're going to be sharing your podcast through. And through Anchor, it'll share it on Spotify and any other directions you want it to go to. Apple Music, Castbox, BuzzFeed, all the places that you want it to go, Google Play. And it's pretty simple to navigate on there too. Once you already get the recording done from your recording app, you'll upload that episode into your Anchor. Anchor from there, you'll just follow the prompts that are in front of you, publish your episode, and boom, you're good to go. So that's about it, guys, as far as researching where I'm at. This should bring you up to speed and get you started on things. If you have any more questions, comments, concerns, please leave a comment below, and I will do my best to respond to those. And again, folks, like me, got in my way a little bit. Make sure that you don't get back in your way too. It's always important that you commit back to your goals and recommit to yourself, so you don't forget and lose track of yourself. Always keep that in mind and keep pushing forward, folks. And tune in next time for another episode of Where's My Sock?